You hear that? So for those of you, your ancestors say, do not worry at all. That drum, this is how they coming. For those that have think or assume that they have hidden something from the divine, let me tell you, the ancestors are calling out to you. To my brothers and sisters, you know your indigenous roots. Some may say natives, but the truth, the veil is thin. It's here. For the illusions and the lies and all these things that have been told to the people that are native of this land, the so-called Americas, knowing that your ancestors are from here, knowing that that runs through your bloodline. Just gratitude to the Most High, to the divine and the Creator, because these are celebratory moments where all these things are being revealed. I play this music. You can hear these chants and this music to reconnect with your ancestors. So those of you that will be led to this video, listen to the Indigenous Chants, or Native, they on YouTube it would say Native American chants at night, or meditate on it. Your ancestors are calling to you. Some of you know you feel it in your blood. I'm telling you, these are beautiful moments. Gratitude to the great chiefs that came before us. And no, I'm not speaking of chief of police. No, the original chiefs, the original ancestors. About to see great things that's unfolding. The healing that's taking place in our lineages, so that our ancestors now, they have your back and your front. Those of you people have played on you and played with you, telling you, man, these ancestors in the spiritual realm now. I'm talking about, you can just visualize this legion or this number of ancestors from your great-grandmother, your great-great-grandmother, that have been crying out to you. This is why the divine feminine, the unveiling of the divine feminine, which is connected to the darkness. In the spiritual realm, there is darkness, but there also is light. The spirit, the soul. So now your soul is rising up. We're connecting to ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge, things that our ancestors have been calling out to. You know it. Yeah, some of you people in family have been lying to you. There is inheritance waiting on you. There are keys to being locked within your mind and your body. It's here now. It's not in a book. It's in your DNA. And that's not to say some of the stuff we have read, there are bits and pieces in there now. I'm not going to discredit that. There are things that let's just say this. It cannot be hidden. It shall not be hidden. It's been right in front of our face. But there are numerous of ancestors that have been calling out to you. You know who you are. Deny it no longer, because they teach you you've been taught and programmed to fear the darkness. You don't realize that you were birthed into darkness. Within your soul, you are the light in your darkness. When you was in your mother's womb, you were the light. You were the star being birthed into this world. You was that light. Those of you, I'm talking about from generations. This is what Spirit is saying to me. The ancestors, we are reconnecting with ancestors. We're reconnecting with lineages from far and beyond. And the healing that's coming, that drum that you hear, that boom, 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 that drum is just like that of your heart, your own rhythm. And you're reconnecting with people. There was a prophecy that in many indigenous cultures, you know, the Lakota and other tribes that would speak of the prophecy, the rainbow prophecy. There would be many people from different creeds and colors, like that of my hand, different colors and creeds, that will come and make the earth green again. So it has your aura. It's not about what color you are. Your true essence is your aura. What type of light are you giving off? That's how you will be able to see in the darkness. You'll be able to see the aura of many. And you know who you are. Your ancestors are telling you to come connect with this water. Come connect with those that you know that understand and overstand and feel you from a spiritual perspective, that can feed you, that can feed your soul. And I ain't talking about soul food. I'm talking about that can feed your mind, body, and spirit, that can elevate you and help you in part of your ascension. There's no rush. All is happening in divine timing. The calling will keep calling. And that's why we are aligning with those that, again, it's happened purposefully. Some of us are being called to different places in the world because you are reconnecting with your ancestors. Do not question that. You are reconnecting. You'll be led to a body of water. Sometimes that could be a body of water where some ancestors were shipped out and some were shipped in. Some could have transitioned or died in those places. And that's some type of connection. Some of these moments you may feel some type of heartache and pain because you're reconnecting. You're reconnecting with your ancestors and the things that they've experienced. And so you're healing that past life trauma. We are experiencing things. Now we're experiencing things on a soul level. We're starting to see now who the people are in our family. You know, now we're reconnecting with a tribe. We're seeing it as a tribe, the 12 tribes. Then we're talking about the indigenous people. Then we can speak about Hinduism. We can speak about so many things that, again, that you're realizing this is the promised land. This is the land that, if you notice, a lot of people came here because this is the so-called New World. They will always speak about this. The land, I'll share something with you, the land of the phoenix. Before there was an eagle on a dollar, there was a phoenix. And that's what's happening. You are experiencing so much. And it seems like you're dying. Or it seems like you're just burning up. And guess what? From the very things that you are dying from or releasing physically, you're going to rise as a phoenix that you are spiritually. You're going to rise from those ashes. And anything that comes and touch you, it will be burned by that fire. The hottest part of the fire is I would like to say the purple or the violet part of it. The blue part is the hottest part. No one is going to be able to touch you because you're going to be able to know that your ancestors that have passed over now, that are returning, are protecting you from all that is not pure. Your kids too, they know. People know who you are in spirit. That's why the Most High, the Creator, is removing people from you, because they cannot go with you. You have a mission. You have a purpose here to elevate and to bring light into this world. The healers are the powers that be now. We are the powers that be. Continue to shine your light. No one can dim your light. No one, nothing. Continue to use your gifts. If you have a gift of speaking, if you have a gift of, of being affectionate, hugging or loving or expressing your way in that that no one else can do it, how you do it. Speaking, writing, music, any and everything that is going to bring a higher vibration or light to something that will make things flourish and blossom, out of that. And do it with fun, do it with love, do it with pure intention. Set your intentions. If it's art, everything is art. With music, art, and writing or forever. Everything that you do will trickle down to the generations. And you have your ancestors backing you. They are here now pushing you. They're like this. Go, go, go here. Don't worry about how much money you have. Just go. Don't care about if you're going to walk away from family. Go. We have you. We're showing you that these people, they mean you no good. They don't have your best interest. But your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, they have you. They know this. You knew this before you got here. They seem crazy, but no, you did. So if you have kids, single mothers, you're being called. Your ancestors is pushing you. And this is why, like, I love the tribal music, because if we really, I always say this because now that, the ancestors are speaking, all this healing that's taking place, and we have to realize this. Those, now that are reconnected with their ancestors and spirit guides, that are indigenous, to the lands of where you are, some of those chiefs in some of those tribes, they were in conflict and battle. So that being said, some of them did not get along, or a lot of things happened. There were a sense of betrayal on both parts. And so now that's why we would see so much of people who are being called black or African American. No, you're indigenous to this land, but you realize that this is where the conflict of interest and all this upheaval comes from. It's because people don't have knowledge and don't go back 6 or 7, 8 generations of who their grandmother was and why this name was this and these surnames that came, and they just automatically assume that everyone came here. That's bullshit. To the great chief Sitting Bull, he was considered a red man. He called himself a red man. If you look at my skin, it's a red undertone. Okay? Yes, if you look at my hair, obviously somewhere down the line there was someone, maybe some type of, may have been African, or somebody may have come here, and somewhere down the line, again, there could have been different shades of people that connected with different people. But I'm going to let you know this, because some of you do not know. There were certain chiefs and tribes that sold other chiefs and families out for their own protection, for their family, or when they call the pale man, or certain people came in of certain descents, and the only way you conquer an empire or whatever it is from the inside out, not the outside in. So there had to be some type of betrayal. So this is what a lot of people are in conflict of right now. And so some of this stuff could be connected to what happened in the ancestral lineages, before your arrival now. And with your mothers or families and stuff, that they're not going to get this because they're not aware of spiritually, like, this is a spiritual warfare. And so some of us are facing that, going through the dark night of the soul, or coming into this awareness like, wow, you know what? It's not a black and white thing. There was something that happened along down our lineages where there was a sense of betrayal of people that looked like me. And so some of these ancestors now, they want to rekindle, rebuild, and build a bridge now for the generations to come after us. That's why we're being pushed. Everyone is not supposed to do this. That's why you're going to see death or a lot of these things occurring. Because some of these souls did not leave or did not depart from this earth's plane or from this place in peace. They departed in shame and guilt and betrayal. There were tribes from other places around the world that also shipped people here that looked like me, that were darker than me. They played a major part, and they don't say shit about it, but it's coming to them. A lot of stuff is gonna reveal itself. I'm telling you, it's so much deeper, y'all. It's beautiful. At the same moment, it's a moment to release and honor your feelings, but some of our ancestors did not you know, we're not of this light and love as some may portray. Some of us don't want to accept this message, but don't confuse the message with the messenger. This, you have to realize, this betrayal and all these things have been passed down through generations. Many generations to this point now, where you're being chosen, mothers and fathers, you're being chosen to change that narrative, to walk away from the very things. And then in that process, when you learn the lessons, peace is bestowed upon you. Then, you know, your ancestors are pushing you like, look, I'm trying to get you to go to this place. I'm trying to get you to go fucking here. So you can see that, look, I'm trying to connect you and see like, oh, wow. And some of you know, you grew up in places where there were arrowheads. You grew up in places where you see moundings, or places, infrastructures, or civilizations that are still there because it cannot be destroyed, because they ain't do nothing but build shit on top of it. But yet, that's still a part of your lineages and your DNA. Stop fooling yourself. It's done with. It's time to liberate yourself now. Liberate your heart. Some of our ancestors, the very fucking thing that I do now, and I accept this, I'm at peace. The very thing that I do now is that my ancestors pushed me to do this. Because I know that I am a spiritual being having a human experience. I've accepted that this is just the flesh. This is temporary. This is about your legacy. And the ancestors are going to keep pushing you to see these things so you don't be afraid of it. Because they're speaking through your visions, through your dreams, through music, through everything that you do. And you know it. The hood, the so-called hoods, and some of us know the hood is civilizations. Or civilizations and reservations. Yes, reservations. And Spirit wants me to say this too, because you got to call out people on their shit, to those that know. And you will see some of the so-called natives Americans who call themselves that. You see them with the straight hair. Some of them have straight hair, and some of them, you know, have fair skin or a lighter shade. They act like they don't know who we are, and they know who they originally come from. They too must answer to. They know. And this was about to happen. Is that you're going to see people coming from everywhere giving gratitude. They're going to be they're going to be asking for forgiveness. They're going to be trying to come with love offerings because they knew who the original man and woman and true people, the Most High has chosen, or knew the children of the Sun. And those that are from the original bloodlines with royalty and of, what else, Spirit? Those that have been brushed up on, all this stuff that has been brushed up on the rug upon the people. And y'all know this. How a certain people have been receiving injustice. And that's why it's Libra season, balancing the scales, ma'at, bringing divine justice and judgment to those. And you know, that's why you watch us. And now all shall be returned. And so it is in Ashe. That's why our ancestors are calling us, because there are things that, again, that has been tried. They try to pull this illusion or wool over our face, but it's no longer now. Our land, our everything, inheritance, estates, gold, royalties, all these things, and people are about to see it. Those things deep in your soul, you've been questioning and been nudging at you. Your ancestors been nudging like, get this now, get this now. I'm trying to get you to see something. I'm trying to get you to see these people that are around you that need to, get away, move. But they're here now. Just know, I love you. I appreciate you. There is no fear. Fear and love cannot coexist. You got to know our ancestors, they live with no fear, knowing that, again, That's the liberation. It's just to keep pushing yourself. They're gonna keep pushing you. That's why I love it. And what we know, we get to pass it down to our children's children. The more we know, our children will know. You have the knowledge. You can have knowledge of something, then the wisdom of applying it. And then we also have to get, out of all things, let us get an understanding and overstanding to know, like, look, we didn't come here to suffer. We came here to live in abundance, bliss, and harmony of all people, of unity. Peace and love, unity. This means war. Keep them together. Peace, and even the hands together. Peace. Ashe, namaste, amun. Peace and blessings, and may all return to the children of the sun, the children of Ra, to all the tribes, the original 12 tribes of Israel, and those that know. And so it is, and so be it. It is done.